Welcome to Subramani. Continuing the behavioral finance, we are going to talk about something which is very well known, that is called the endowment effect. In behavioral finance, the endowment effect, also known as the divestiture aversion, is the hypothesis that people ascribe more value to things merely because they own them. And this is illustrated in the observation that people will tend to pay more to retain something they own than to obtain something owned by someone else, even when there is no cause for attachment, or even if the one item was obtained minutes ago. Because when you buy something, you own it more. So if you have, let us say you have shares of Nestle and I have shares of HUL, both of us will be able to defend our position, saying, oh, this P is okay, it will do well, it has not done well in the last 3 months, now it will do well. Or Pfizer I have, so the worst is over, the vaccine problems are over, now the share price will go up, or something like that. We will be able to always justify the current price and also talk favorably, saying why it should go up, just because we own it. So then we cannot see how the market, and then we keep complaining, I can't understand how the market is not seeing the value in such a great share. Let us talk of HDFC Bank. So many fund managers own it, so many investors own it, so many people own it. They just can't accept that it could have fallen from 1800 to 1400, right? Or maybe even 1300, I'm not very sure. But when it fell, people were not sure why it was falling or why it had fallen, but everybody felt that it should not fall simply because they themselves had it. So let us say you have shares of HDFC Bank and I have shares of ICICI, or vice versa. We will both defend our position, because that is the impact of endowment effect. So the typical example is, we expect the new value of an item. So typically the good example is when people who expect to get new value out of an item they own, that clearly falls into the used category. So you have had something which you have held for a very long period of time, you want to get rid of it, you think the price that is being offered should be much higher than what is currently being offered, just because you owned it and just because you used it. So typically the example which people give is to take a plate and spit, right? That spit was in your body, you did not consider it to be terrible. Now will you be able to lick back that spit? The answer is no, because you've got rid of it. That's a great way of looking at endowment effect. So when you have a particular share, the chances are you will think it is more valuable than a share which you don't have. But after you buy that share, maybe in a few minutes you will be able to justify saying, oh, therefore I sold Colgate to buy HUL, or therefore I sold HDFC Bank to buy Asian Paints, or whatever you want to do. You will be able to justify both the decisions, because you have to justify it to your own brain. Forget justifying it to your trustee or anybody else, right? So how to beat it is, you have ask others for a opinion on something which you own. This is not so much from a share market point of view, but if I have to get rid of this shelf and I think, oh, I paid 48,000 rupees for it, now I should get it because there is no depreciation, and price of wood has gone up, price of the carpentry skills has gone up, so why should I not get 48,000 rupees for it? And somebody would come and say, boss, it's second hand, I'll pay 28,000 for it, or I'll pay 2,800 for it, whatever it is, right? So that is the price which the market is willing to pay, but I am emotionally attached to this because I own it, right? So that kind of a thing happens. So when you see a price, don't think it's a bargain just because you saw the price. Like if I think this should sell for 48,000, I go to a shop and I find that a similar shelf is available for 28,000, then I think, wow, it's such a great bargain. Not true. Just wait, don't buy it, don't be in a hurry. Maybe first get rid of it and then decide what to do, right? So don't get carried away because of your own lock-in or anchoring to a particular price, right? All these are connected: anchoring, conservatism, endowment effect, all this is somewhat connected. So here you will find all that kind of bias. See whether you're getting biased on the value of a particular share or a particular item just because you own it. Good chance that it must be you're being hit by endowment effect and you're not accepting it. Thank you.